Alright guys, I got a new battle for y'all here. This is with a new team and a new style team. Usually I go for singles, but this team is actually a doubles team. So again, it's like usual, it's with a random pacifier person that I have. So I'm gonna get the battle started now. So I lead with Slacking and Miss Angus. I'm not sure how to say it, I'm just gonna pronounce it like that, I guess. And she leads with her Tentacle and Omnistar here. And there goes my Miss Angus. I'm not even trying anymore. So I go for a Shadow Ball and his Omnistar to see how much damage that does. And it actually does pretty good damage, taking him down to half health. I go for an Earthquake with Slacking to get super effectiveness on them. And it takes out both of them on the first turn, so that's good. I didn't even have to deal with any Pokemon on his first turn since I outspeed both of them. Now I lose some health on my Slacking there because of the Life Orb, and he goes into his Aerodactyl and his Relicanth. He Mega Evolves his Aerodactyl, and I just assume that it's a bad thing because I've played against him and they usually do a lot of damage. But anyway, I go for a skill swap on my Slacking for me to get rid of that horrible ability. I go for a turn, and it actually does pretty good damage on Aerodactyl, even with it being resistant. He goes for a Dragon Claw on my Miss Angus, which really sucks, takes me down a lot. And now that my Slacking has that Levitate ability, that Relicanth's Earthquake is going to finish off my Miss Angus with the critical hit, but I don't think it matters. Miss Angus doesn't have a good defense stat, so I go for a Clauncher here. I go into my Clauncher here for me to have the water type advantage on Aerodactyl, just in case I need it. And he goes for a Rock Slide, and he has Quick Claw on that Relicanth, and that really sucks. It does me a lot of irritating, I guess, this match. I go for Heal Post for my Slacking. I thought that Aerodactyl would have attacked my Slacking there, so I was gonna heal and slack up with that. I go for a Night Slash, see how much that does on Aerodactyl, and does pretty good damage still, but doesn't take him out, unfortunately. He goes for another Dragon Claw on my Clauncher, so kills him. I don't know if he would have lived a critical. If it wasn't a critical, I'm not sure if he would have lived it or not, but I went for it anyway. And again with that Rock Slide, but at least it's going last this time, so it won't get me a flinch. I switch into my Zangoose here, and I go for a Night Slash on his Aerodactyl, since luckily that Quick Claw didn't kick in there. And I go for a Sword Dance on my Zangoose to up its attack. I'm still losing health on my Slacking, but he's gonna live perfectly fine. He goes for another Earthquake, doesn't affect my Slacking like usual, and it's gonna hit my Zangoose. Actually not even that hard. I thought it would have took it worse than that. But anyway, my Toxic Orb kicks in there, and he sends out his Cloyster, and I don't like Cloyster because of his Shell Smash that he can set up, so I just focus all my attention on the Cloyster this turn, and I take him out with a Return and Close Combat. Wasn't sure if he even ran that set on Cloyster, but just to be on the safe side, I took him out immediately. I didn't want him to set up at all with that one there. He goes for a Rock Slide, and he misses, fortunately, so I don't have to take more damage on Zangoose and Slacking, of course. He goes into his Lapras here, and I go for a Night Slash on his Relicanth, see how much damage that does. It doesn't do that much, really. It's just surprising. I thought it would have did more. And I go for a Facet on his Lapras, which takes him out in one hit, so that's great. Not sure if it would have did that much damage on his Relicanth since it's resistant, but it doesn't matter. That Rock Slide ended up taking my Zangoose down a lot. I thought that Toxic was actually going to kill me, but unfortunately he does get his Quick Claw in there, which takes out my Zangoose, so that sucks there. It almost takes out my Slacking, which could be a pretty big problem. And now he calls a flinch too, so my Slacking didn't even get an attack in. So I switch into my Aerodactyl here, and he gets another Quick Claw activation, and I Mega Evolve my Aerodactyl on the first turn, that way I can get the most damage out as possible. But it doesn't matter, his Quick Claw kicked in again, 2 times in a row, gets a Rock Slide, and they both hit. So this really sucks. I was thinking my Slacking wasn't gonna live, but luckily I hold on with 3 HP there, and I go for an earthquake on him with my Aerodactyl. It doesn't take him out, unfortunately, but it's okay. But Slacking flinched yet again. Luckily, he didn't get another attack, a quick claw in, fortunately, and I was able to take him out with my Aerodactyl and Iron Head. So, I'm not sure how well this team went. I thought it went pretty good. I think it was a pretty good team, especially for Slacking and not having his front ability. But anyways, guys, if you have any suggestions, I guess, or anything for a team or the next team I should build, because I guess you can tell by now I build teams very frequently to have a mix-up. That way I wouldn't, if I get challenged by somebody I know, they won't know which team I would be using at the time. But anyway, if you guys like the video, please like and like and subscribe and share the video. Why not? I've seen a couple shares already. But anyway, I appreciate that, by the way. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here, and I'll see you guys next time.